Hey guys, Stinky Pesedi here, and I'm doing a YouTube live playing Fortnite, and I am here until I get the dub. So we are going to be trying to see what we can do here. Let's use Frozen Raven. I like that one. The pickaxe, I like to go back to here. Glider, good. Everything else good. All right. And we are going to jump into zero build because that's where I play. That's my playground. That's where I do all the damage is in zero build. And so I want to say this is the one where I'm diamond. Yep. Diamond and ranked. So I'm working my way up to Unreal, but we're going to jump into a regular mode here. And we are going to just have some fun until I get the dub. Smoke all these bots and these little kids. But the name of the game, guys, is just to jump in and have some fun. You know, we're not here to get mad. We're not here to throw fits or temper tantrums. We're not here to call anybody names or anything like that. You know, we don't emote on people that we eliminate and things of that nature. We're just here to have a good time. So if you want to have a good time with me, subscribe to my YouTube channel, to my TikTok channel, to my Twitch channel. Check out all the videos and the content that I'm putting out. I just put out a new video where I created a song and put it to famous Fortnite dances. So check that one out. It's up on the channel right now. Most of the time when I'm in here, I try to do some of these quests and knock these quests out, you know, while I'm in there. So I kind of look at the quests and see what we got going on. So survive storm phases, collect epic or better weapons, collect weapons from eliminated players. Okay, so that's pretty much all we got going on right now. I'm trying to get my tablet up and going, guys, at the same time that I'm doing this, because that's how I watch the stream. So I can interact if anybody's on there or anybody's saying anything. But hey, my name is Stinky Pesedi, and I am an Epic Games creator. And so I do have a creator code. So if you're going to purchase anything in the item shop for Fortnite or Rocket League or any other Epic games, you know, if you want to support my channel, feel free to put in my code. As you can see right there underneath me, it's use code Stinky Pesedi, all lowercase, and I'd sure appreciate it, guys. So like I said, we're up here. We're up until we get the dub. I'm not the best player in the game, as you're gonna see. I am getting better. When I first started playing this game, long time ago, because I've been here since the beginning, all I did was camp. I would drop on the edge of the map, I would loot up, and then I would just get into zone and camp. And I would not try to get into any fights. I would run, I would hide, I would not do anything. And so what I'm trying to do now, I took about 2 years off from playing the game, and I'm back to playing the game now. And what my goal is to actually learn how to play the game the right way, and learn how, positioning, learn how to win fights, learn all these things that I didn't take the time to learn before. And so it's a slow process. I'm not the best, but hopefully I'm not the worst either. So Sometimes when I get into fighting situations or real tense situations, I don't speak because I'm trying to pay attention to what I'm doing. And so if that happens, I apologize, but like I said, I am trying to pay attention to what's going on and what's happening. And so sometimes I forget that I'm live and that I need to interact with you guys. It's like I said, I may not be new to Fortnite itself, but I am new to streaming and I am new to all of this, so I have to get used to it and have to, you know, do what I got to do to get this all done. So this is one of my favorite places to drop from the battle bus. I like to go up here. Of course, I'm trying to get in the zone right now, and this is where zone is. This is all different now since they added some stuff. I'm hoping they take it out when the Christmas season stuff, everything leaves for the holidays. But I come up here and now I have high ground, right? So I can look and see if anybody's around. But see that building and stuff wasn't here before. And so I don't see anybody, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and try to sneak down here. Somebody has been here, you can see, because they've looted. And here we go. Okay. So I knew somebody had to be around, guys. And of course, when shooting happens, if there's anybody else around, they come looking for you. So I need to make sure that everything's ready to go. And then let's go ahead and pop this. But anyways, what do y'all think about the season? What do you think about what's going on? Let's see, I like to have movement, so okay. We also need to come over here and pick some stuff up from this guy here. Okay, now we can get it back. We just need to, one of the quests, you know, that we said we would do with the quest. So let me see, did he get this one? Yeah, probably so. All right, somebody was shooting over here, so I'm gonna get over here. But what do y'all think about this season? You know, any gripes or complaints or anything going on that you think should be changed? What do you guys think about the the thing I wish they would vault? Some people like it, some people don't. But it's the that electric gun thing. Oh, that thing drives me crazy. But I mean, it's in the game, so we have to learn how to deal with it. We have to learn how to get around it and things of that nature. But I hate it when people get that gun and then they just spam it, and you know, I mean, they need to just get it out of here. But that's my complaint, guys. So what things do you like? What do you dislike? What things do you wish they would add? What things do you think they would take away? Alright, so they're still doing funky shapes here for the storm. So, and we're good. We're in the storm, so I'm kind of hesitant sometimes to go down here because there's people who, you know, play the game who used to who play it like I used to, which is just camping, you know. And so every time I come into these places, there's usually somebody hiding. I like these Deadeye ARs right here better than I like the other ones. It just seems like I can get better aim and shot quality on these things, but everybody's different. We all play the game differently, and we all have our different things that we like and things that we don't like. That's what makes it interesting, you know. One of the things that I do want to say, guys, is that especially in zero build, but even when you're playing build mode, what we have to understand is that, you know, the Christmas stuff is going to go away here pretty soon, and so it's going to be back to where things are rare. So it's going to be hard to find health. It's going to be hard to find you know, the minis or the big pots or any of that kind of stuff. So gold is going to play a valuable more than it has before. It's going to play an important role in you being able to survive, because now you don't have to hope that somebody drops it or you find it while you're farming or any of that kind of stuff. If as long as you have the gold, you can just go and purchase it from the vending machines. And so that's going to be something to pay attention to. Also, you know, one of the things I'm learning is you need to make sure that you have some type of mobility. I personally don't like the wingsuit. I mean, if that's all that I have, I'll take it. But I'd rather have the shockwaves. For one, shockwaves don't show your trail and everything else. It's harder to see where you went, all those things. But another thing about the shockwaves versus the wingsuit is, let's say you're in a building like this where there's a roof, right? With the wingsuit, you put it on and you try to go. You're not gonna go anywhere because there's a roof here. But with the shockwaves, for some reason, I still don't know, but it doesn't matter. You just have to know what the game allows you to do and what it doesn't. But with the shockwaves, I can hit a shockwave while I'm in here with the roof, and I can just morph right through the roof, through the walls, whatever. So that's that's something big and important to have known, you know, and I'm learning that. Plus, a lot of people are getting better at their aim and things of that nature, and it's harder to shoot me out of the air with my shockwave than it is the wingsuit, is what I'm finding as well. So now I hear a car. We're not going to freak out like we usually would. We just have to be ready for anything, because you know, like I said, I heard the car, so I'm very aware that there's somebody here. And let's see here. I want to make sure that I'm not sure. Oh, okay. I know what they did. They went and got the, that's what happened. They went and got the sword. And that's the, okay. I was confused there for a minute, but now I know what happened. So back on track about what I was saying. You know, you just have to be aware of your surroundings. You have to understand the game. You have to understand the concepts of the game. You have to understand the movement. You have to understand your weapons. You have to understand all these things, right? And so that's why I come into zero build, so I can learn how to fight and I can learn how to use everything to my advantage and this and that. Because in build mode, I don't want to say this is more skillful or you need more skill to be in zero build. But what I can say is that since you can't build, it's more important that you're aware of and you're paying attention to your surroundings, right? Because if you're not, then people can get you and get you a lot quicker. Because in build, you can just throw up some walls, you can throw up something and at least protect yourself a little bit. Here, you don't have any way to protect yourself. So you got to be mindful of everything that's going on. You got to listen for footsteps. You got to look around. You got to pay attention because, like I said, once you start getting into combat, you can't just throw up a wall and protect yourself. So you got to make sure. I mean, I can't tell you how many times that I've gone in here to loot buildings and this and that and go check out things and somebody's in there camping in there, right? And then now you're in a fight that you weren't expecting to be in. So you need to just make sure that you are prepared at any moment to be in a fight that you could wind up losing, right? I mean, I've seen people who have the worst weapons, and I definitely have a better loadout than they do, and they defeat me. Why? Because they understand positioning better. They understand everything better than I do. And so I'm slowly learning, guys, but I'm getting better. I'm winning fights that I shouldn't win. And I'm surviving longer than I should be surviving. And so it's just a process. It's a process of me learning. And every time that I lose a fight, I used to get angry. I used to get mad and be like, it doesn't make any sense. I don't know, that's crazy. But instead of getting mad and things of that nature and defensive and all that, the best way that I can learn is to pick it apart and see, what did I do wrong? What did I do right? What could I have done better? Plus I'm a controller player, so a lot of us, we don't agree with or like the fact that we play crossplay with PC players, but it's not going away. It's not, nothing's, they're not gonna change it just because you and I don't want it to be that way, right? This is about making money. This is a game about more than just myself and you and everybody else. You know, we have to understand that we are a big community, right? So if I don't understand something, trying to see where this got stopped in. Oh, I see you up there. Okay, I gotta move a little bit closer over here because I'm still I don't know where they went to. But they don't see me, so that's good. Okay, while they're fighting, I'm gonna go. Well, we ain't winning like that, that's for sure. Once again, I'm learning the concepts. I'm learning, you know, how to do it. And these people have been playing all this time and they know what they're doing. So. But we roll into another match, you know. It is what it is. I don't know how they saw me there, but they did. They came and got me. kudos to them. I didn't see who it was. I usually do a shout out when they do that, but I didn't pay attention, to be honest with you. See if I did any of the quests. I doubt it, because you know I'm horrible. Gain shields, eliminate players, damage with SMG or shotguns. Okay. We'll see if we can do any better on this one, guys. I'm having to be a little bit quiet because it's late at night here and people are sleeping, so I can't be too loud. But you know, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I have the feeling we're gonna win a game. Okay. Game number 2. We finished what, we finished 3rd in that one, I think. Something like that. I don't know. It was horrible, whatever it was, so it doesn't really matter too much. Alright. Well, we're gonna come over here. See what we can do over here. I do have intentions of upgrading to a gaming PC and then learning all that, but I mean, it's hard enough to learn how to do this stuff on a controller, and I can just imagine what I'm going to have to learn to do this on PC. But people are telling me that it's way better on PC, so we'll see. I mean, I could play every day, probably 6 hours a day for the next 2 years and probably still not be as good as most of these players. And I just have to understand that. I just have to be okay with that and understand that I didn't grow up with video games. I didn't grow up, you know, being able to do this stuff. So I'm not gonna just naturally be able to be a video gamer, you know. Now, I strongly believe that you can be a person that you can learn games, you can learn how games work, things of that nature, and you can be somewhat good at the game. Because some people understand those mechanics and can do that, but I'm just not sure it's in my forte. Not my strengths and weaknesses, you know. Okay. Now what I need is movement. That's what I need, but I haven't found anything yet, so if I find mobility, then I have to decide which one of these am I going to drop, you know. And I kind of like the sniper rifles. It's just very hard for me with the sniper rifle mechanics. And of course, that's what I do. I hurt myself more than people hurt me, which is crazy, but I do. Somebody landed here, got one thing and then took off. Didn't even open these other ones. It's crazy. To me, anyways. I mean, it may not be crazy to other people, but to me, it's crazy. I do a lot of solos, guys, because I don't have anybody to play with on duos or team or squads. And I could do the feel, you know, where I have it feel. But I can't hear anybody on those things. Great. I didn't pay attention, so no movement. And luckily it's just a one-tick storm, so I should be too bad, but that means once I get out of here, I gotta do some running again. So let me grab this med kit here, and then we're gonna go run halfway across the map again. I don't understand a bunch of the mechanics of the game. I don't understand how these people, some of them do the jumping around and then somehow make it halfway across the map on 3 jumps. I don't understand that. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I've tried it. I don't know what they're doing. So see, when I double tap and things of that nature, I don't do anything. So I've tried hitting all the buttons. I don't know what they're doing, how they jump 2 or 3 times and they jump all the way across the map like that. I don't get it. Now there was somebody above me and they can't get me from here, so I'm sure they're trying to flank me in some way. And I'm sure they will, because somehow these people know exactly how to drop down and where I'm at, and I don't know where they're at. So it's things I gotta learn, but it's hard to learn when you don't really understand what's happening. I have no mobility, so I'm sure they're just gonna come around and get me somehow. And then me, like a dummy, I go and try to find this stuff out, and then I find them hiding behind the rock or whatever, and they just shoot me and kill me. So interesting enough, but it is what it is. Like I said, I don't get mad. I just have to understand that that's something I've got to learn, you know. So when I'm not playing the game, I'm researching and trying to figure out, you know, how to do this, how to do that, how are these people doing that, you know, that kind of stuff. And of course, when you shoot with the sniper rifle like that, then everybody in the world knows where you're at. And I missed both times, so that was not good. And I'm willing to bet that somebody's just gonna, you know, take me out because they understand how to aim and how to shoot, and I don't. But it is what it is. Like I said, I'm sure that most people who are good at this game now didn't start that way, so they had to learn too. Maybe they learn quicker. Yeah, see? All they had to do was shoot 3 bullets and kill me. That's it. And I don't get it. I don't understand it. I mean, he was lined up perfectly. From my perspective, now from y'all's perspective, I may have been shooting a tree. I don't know. But from my perspective, on my end, it looked like I was, he was right there in my line of sight. And I didn't hit him one time. So it's the craziest thing to me. But anyways, good job there, J3. I might be here till tomorrow night where I win a game. As you can see, I'm horrible at this game, so I just play it, have something to do, have something to do that's fun, you know. I got into playing this game because my boys played the game, and you know, it gave me a way to do something with them when they were into the game, and now they're not into the game so much. They play other stuff like Rocket League and some other things. You know, none of us are professionals at this game, and so with all the craziness, it's just either you enjoy playing it or you don't. And if you don't enjoy playing it, you're going to go find something else to play that you do enjoy playing. And I think that's where they're at with it. You know, it's just gotten way too sweaty, way too many people. I mean, like I've said before on a lot of my streams, Zero Build was meant to be, when it was created, Zero Build was meant to be a playground for those of us that just want to have a place to go and get away from all the craziness and all the, I call them the bigwigs, you know, but the people who make all the money and make all the decisions and do everything, who know how to play the game and this and that. You know, I don't want to be in a lobby with, you know, 60 other people who are on the FNCS, you know, and are professional players and getting paid to play the game and can basically take out the entire map by themselves. You know, I watch these videos of these people who drop in and they're a solo squad and they eliminate all the squads, and they act like that's a flex, you know. Okay, great, you're great at the game. We know you're great because you're a professional player. That's like having a professional basketball player or a professional football player come into a 1A high school and play against the high school players, and then you crush them, and then you're flexing because, oh, I crushed all these little people here, right, that are just barely learning and don't know what they're doing and this and that, but I'm a professional. And you know, but this Zero Build was meant for us to come in here and be able to have a place to go where we don't have all of that happening to us. Because what's going to happen, I can tell you right now, I've seen it time and time again. What's going to happen is you're going to have all these people who are coming in here because it's easy kill and it's great content, right? And I get it. I understand as a content creator. I get it completely, and I understand. I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying it's, you know, this is what we're coming against, right? Those of us who are just casual players who don't have the time to learn how to build, don't have the time to learn how to jump off the top of this thing and 360 and do a double back somersault and everything else and still land the shot with a perfect headshot. You know, we just don't have that time. We're not sitting here all day, every day, playing this game because we got jobs. We got things that we're doing. And if you're to that point where this is where you can sit here and play video games, and especially Fortnite, and make Fortnite content and this and that and all of that, and that's your full-time gig, hey, congratulations. I'm not mad at you at all. As a matter of fact, I'm envious of you because, you know, I would love to do that. But I know it's never going to happen for me. But, you know, if that's where you're at in life, then fantastic. But don't expect to get a big pat on the back or anything from me when you're coming into a lobby with a bunch of bots and a few players like me who are just learning, and we don't know really what we're doing. We don't understand what's going on. We don't understand the concepts. We don't understand a lot of things. And you come in and destroy the entire lobby and all of us and expect me to go, oh, good job. Now, on the other hand, if you're in an Unreal ranked match and you're destroying everybody like that, then yeah, I'm going to give you your kudos, and I'm going to say, yeah, that's amazing, because now you're in where you're supposed to be, right? Now, that was a bot. I've played this long enough to know which ones are a bot and which ones are real players. And that had to have been a bot because they just stood there and took it, whereas a real player would have tried to defend themselves. So one of the things that I'm going to do, guys, I don't like these things, these arc lighting guns. I mean, they've won me a couple of games. I just don't like them, guys, and I don't promote them. But whenever I can hide them so nobody else can have them, that's what I do. And so I don't see anybody, but the storm's coming, so I gotta go. And I need to drop that for this. Slide all the way down this thing, probably into these unsuspecting arms of somebody down here. You can't kill me. Oh man, that just gave me so much satisfaction. So much satisfaction. You want to chase me and do stupid stuff like that? Then I'll just kill myself. You don't get the kill. There you go. Merry Christmas. I can't stand that. I can't stand it for the life of me. You know, and it goes back to what I was just saying about bullying. You know, these players come on here in a lobby where they know that they can bully people, and they bully people, and then they wonder why they have such a drop off of players, and players going somewhere else and finding something else to do, and not playing this game, because you have the bullies that come on here and their only goal in life is to bully people. And I do not, if there's anything I do not like, it's bullies. I do not like bullies. And so I'll do the job for you. Like I said, I just jumped off, killed myself. I'm not going to allow you the satisfaction of being a bully on this game. If I hear you being a bully, you know, I've had it times before where I've been on, you know, we've done the field and I've heard people bullying people and stuff. You know, I don't know. I don't put up with it. You know, these things are supposed to be fun, and this is supposed to be a fun environment for everyone. So if you're on a team with someone who is just learning and isn't as skilled as you, then why, instead of bullying them, why don't you just help them? You know, that would make more sense. They're already on your team. So instead of bullying them or you know, talking bad about them or whatever it is, or letting them get killed and are, you know, eliminated, and then you don't reboot them and all this other stuff, right? Or you go and dance on them. I've seen that happen before, where your own team members are dancing on you and emoting on you and this and that. The things that you hear through the microphone in some of these party chats are just horrible. And I mean, I know that there's only so much that can be done because there's so many people playing on here. But that's when we need to step up as teammates and as people that are playing with each other on here, is we need to be there for one another, and we need to say, hey, I don't like that bullying. Right? And see, that right there, that was a misfortunate thing that happened to that player, right? And I could have done something, you know, I could have emoted on them, I could have done something like that, but I didn't, because it was unfortunate. It could have happened to any of us, where we misguided our landing, and you know, we landed in a spot that got us eliminated quickly. Happens to me all the time. Okay. Not sure where this person went. I'm pretty sure they're hiding in the bush there. But I have to take that chance because I need this. So now let's diagnose what just happened, right? The only reason why I won that fight is because he had to reload. If it wasn't for the fact that he had to reload, I would have lost that fight. Why? Because he had the positioning on me. So positioning is important. You just have to make sure that you understand what you're doing and where you're at. I had bad position on that one. Now, I don't know where this guy went, so I got to be very careful with what I'm doing. Because he could be in here hiding somewhere or anywhere. I know somebody's been here because it's been looted. Now, I see people that bust the floor so that all of that gets done. But and then they don't even pick up the ammo when they open the ammo box, so that tells me that it has to be, you know, maybe not a real player. Always check these bushes because people like to hide in them. This person came over here somewhere, had to have. Because I didn't hear a zip line or anything like that, so they have to be around here somewhere. But that's another thing that I've noticed is that people seem to disappear, like in the thin air. And I'm like, where'd you go? Now, if you haven't heard my spiel about the suit here, or the if I have the option between shockwaves or that suit, I'm going to take the shockwaves. Excuse me. I don't know where that came from, but anyways, there's limitations on the suit, so you can't like bust through the roof. You can't do all these things that you can with the shockwave, and that's why I think more and more people are dropping those and not picking them up, because of the advantage that shockwaves have over the shoot. Where are you, fool? I know you're around here somewhere. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Now, where are you? that was a bot, not a real person. Thank goodness, because I probably would have lost that fight. But I'll take it. Okay, we need to get this as well, even though I've never seen anyone. Maybe you guys have, but I haven't seen anyone survive from trying to reboot and actually rebooting themselves. So you've seen it, let me know, because I've never seen it. Only have one shockwave. I need more shockwave. Any shockwaves? Nope. Need some shockwaves. We by a wonky land. Wonky land. Alright, I gotta go. I saw gunfire over here, and like I said, it's like once I get here, everything stops, and I don't know where they went to. But it is what it is. Alright, I'm in the zone. I don't like being in these bushes. So I gotta find somewhere to go. Wow, I didn't even know this existed. See, you learn something new every day. Learn something new every day. Hey, there's a hot tub in here. Okay guys, y'all go take care of yourselves. I'm just gonna sit right here in the hot tub for a minute, chill. It's too cold out there. It's too cold. I'm gonna just sit right here in this hot tub that's hidden away in this little cave thing. Alright, I feel better. I feel better. This Peely's house or something? I don't know. This is somebody's house. They've got a bed here, TV. They've got the hot tub. Somebody set off the fireworks at Wonky World. They've got the table here and the refrigerator. They've got everything they need right here. Some nice shoes. Let me take these shoes right here. All right, the hide and seek one, huh? Okay, let's go. I'm looking like Predator. But the thing is that everybody else is like this too. I literally was watching a video the other day where somebody was crouched like this and they were hidden like this. And the person was driving a car, came right up to them, jumped out and started shooting them. And I'm like, dude, how'd you even see them? How'd you even know that that they were there? I mean, I don't, you know, like I said, there's just a whole lot that I don't understand and I need to learn about this game. So that I can be somewhat competitive and somewhat participative. I feel like I don't even participate really because, You know, it's I can't understand the basic concepts and movements and everything else of this thing here. I never seen anybody be able to actually do that. And what did I tell you about them bushes? I told you about them bushes. Somebody was always camping out. Always. Huh? Always camping out in them bushes. Always. Somebody is always camping in the bushes. And, you know, that's what that person was doing. Camping in the bush. It's just the things that make you go, right? It's just crazy. But this is going to be the last game, guys. It's getting late. Well, it's only midnight. Maybe I can spend another couple of games here, but as you can see, guys, it's I don't get wins. So I'm more surprised when I win a fight or if I get the victory royale than if I am, than I am when I get eliminated. Until I figure out this controller or until I upgrade to a PC and then I learn how to play on a PC, it's just going to be coming in here and getting the free skins and doing the quests and doing the things that I enjoy about this game, because I don't even pay attention to wins. I don't pay attention to eliminations because I don't get them. I don't get the wins. I don't get eliminations. You know, I see these people who have 20, 30, 40 kill elimination games. And it would take me, I don't know, at least 10 games to get 40 eliminations, you know? Especially when my average is 1 or 2 eliminations per. Now, if you guys are interacting with me, I couldn't get my tablet to pull up, so I don't have a way to monitor the chat. I'm willing to bet there's nobody interacting or engaging with me. Nobody checking out my stream or anything like that. I'm a small streamer. I'm new to the whole thing. I'm trying to learn and figure it all out. Learn how to edit videos, how to do the live streams, how to do the whole thing, right? And not because I want to be competitive or because I want to do it full time or anything like that. That'd be wonderful. That'd be great. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that it wouldn't be. I just understand that that's not in the cards for me. That's not going to be something that I'm going to be able to do. So, you know, I focus on just having fun, and if you want to hang out and have fun and laugh at somebody who makes all the mistakes in the book, who does more damage to themselves than most other people do, then you've come to the right place, and you know, check it out. I don't mind. I don't get mad if you I'm sure these people will push me, and that's okay. But I got out of there. Sometimes it's better to, you know, just move on, get out of there, than to try to win a fight that you know you have no business being in the first place, right? Now, I don't have any idea why I'm trying to do that, because there. And as you can see, I just can't win a fight. There's absolutely zero chance of me winning a fight. And I just can't understand it. I don't get it. I don't understand it, but whatever. Move on. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And I'm sure there's some settings on here that I could change or whatever, and it would, you know, make a world of difference, but I don't know what those settings are. So I just play and let you guys get free eliminations. That's it. So if you see my name, or I guess you can't see my name, but if you see me, then hey, just be grateful and thank and all I ask is, you know, give me a shout out. If you're a streamer or whatever, give me a shout out and say, hey, I took out the worst player in Fortnite history, Stinky Pesedi, and just give me a shout out, you know? That's it. Just recognize game when you see game, you know? I'm the worst player in Fortnite. I'm proud of being the worst player in Fortnite. Just let me be the worst player in Fortnite. And give me a shout out and take your free elimination and go win the match, right? It's that simple. So this is probably gonna be the last one, and I'm gonna call it quits, because like I said, there's no way I'm gonna win. There's no way I'm gonna win. So that title was more like clickbait, you know, just to get you to click on it, you know, see if I could ever win a game. But we all know that we don't know the answer to that one. We all know the answer to that one. Yeah, see, this guy here being a jack turd. So here I am. I'm gonna get eliminated right off the bat. They've already dropped into where I like to drop. And all I have is this crappy pistol. All right. I survived that part of it. I still need some more shield. But shield is hard to come by these days. Take some of that. No shield. Okay. I also need... Oh, here we go. There we go. See? When you ask, and you shall receive. I really need a long-range weapon, because this SMG ain't going to get it done. I'm more of a long-range person. And it seems like that's all I'm going to get. So, but we keep on moving on, moving on. We keep on going. I don't like being out in the open, but I really need me a weapon. A long-range weapon. Okay, and none of these people have anything either. I'm like, goodness gracious. I need... They don't either. The craziest thing I've ever seen. Guess I'm gonna have to take this right here. Not the best, but I'll take it. I don't have any movement, but I have shield and health if I need it. I've got a long-range weapon. I've got the short range, which is my... Once again, make sure nobody's hiding in this thing here. And I absolutely despise the arc guns, but they serve a purpose, you know, unfortunately. I don't like it. But like I said, it serves a purpose, and I get you some easy limbs every once in a while. And in that situation, it got me 2 of them. See if anybody else is going to be running out of here that was hiding in there. I doubt it, but you never know. You never know, man. Never know. And so I'm usually not this low when I'm talking, guys, but like I said, it's late at night and people are sleeping, so I've got to be, careful and pay attention to that, because I know I'd be mad if somebody was messing around and being all loud and stuff when I was trying to sleep. So missing my last day off, so I'm wanting to stay up and play and stuff like that because I can sleep in tomorrow. So I guess technically tomorrow's my last day off, but what I mean, like, this is the last night that I can stay up late and stuff like that. I got to go back to work on Monday, so after having all this time off, I doubt I'm going to get there in time, but we're going to try and see. Where are you, fool? Where are you? Where are you? I know you're around here somewhere. There you are. I see you. Let's see, they're probably kneeling too, so I'm not going to be able to see them. I need to go get some of this loot, though. And of course, that's how that works. And third party as usual. That wasn't the person that I was fighting against in the beginning. That was somebody that saw me from around the way and decided, hey, I'm gonna go over here and be a little punk. But it's okay. Like I said, I don't get mad. It is what it is. So, congratulations there, Big Booty Bailey. Great name, by the way. Big Booty Bailey took me out. Cool. Nobody's going to see your name, by the way, Big Booty Bailey, because nobody checks out my streams. But I give shout-outs when I try to, anyways. I give shout-outs to the people who eliminate me. So check out my stream and see if you're one of those that gets a shout out because you eliminated me. Get out the way, fool. Then I just come down straight on the launch pad and keep launching. Alright, last game. Regardless of what happens, last game, and I've got to get off of here and close this stream out. And if you paid attention and you interacted with me, I apologize for not interacting with you back. I just can't see the chat. That's another thing I've got to, with the many other all the many things I've got to try to figure out. That's one of the things I got to figure out. I need to get myself a second monitor or something else. And figure it out, you know. So it's on my to-do list of things to figure out and things to do so that I can be better. I don't like either one of these, that's for sure. See, this gun is horrible. You can't hit nothing with it. It's no bueno. And I can't hit nothing with a pistol either, so... Just no way to get down on this stuff. If I would have had the AR, I probably could have had that thing going. We'll drop that. Okay, I don't want that weapon, but I'm gonna have to take it, I guess. And I'm gonna pick this one back up. I mean, I need that. No, I need this one. Okay, maybe I'll get it right here in a minute. Now I'm sure there's more people here. Hiding as usual. And I'm probably gonna walk right into them. But I'm hoping that they took off. And this gun's better than that one. So, even though I don't like this one either, but it's better. It looks like I'm still good in the circle. All right. Okay, I don't like those things, so I'm just gonna leave it there. Even though it did get me some elims last time. I don't know what that piece is right there, just hanging in the air by itself right there. That's weird. Now, I did see footsteps. I know I'm not crazy, so I'm trying to be careful here. So if I don't talk for a minute, it's because I'm trying to make sure that I'm paying attention and that nobody's sneaking up on me, because I'm almost 100% sure that I saw footsteps. I'm pretty much shielded right here. Nobody can get me from underneath me. Nobody can get me from this side. Nobody can get me from this side. A small window where they could get me right here, and they could get me from out here, but pretty shielded where I'm at. So I'm just gonna stay here for a minute. So um, now I know that I saw, or I didn't see them, but I heard people going at it over here. So I'd really like to find me an AR is what I'd really like to find. And not that one. Those ones are no good, in my opinion. Now, did y'all see that? Or am I... Do y'all see this? What in the world is that? I think this game's bugging out. Something. I could have swore there was a person walking right there. But maybe it's just, maybe I'm just tired. Who knows? I could have swore though. I could have swore. Man, still no weapon that I need. Guess I could trade this though. Oh, I guess I could trade that. Like I said, I'm about to be in the top 15. I have no eliminations. I'm not one who, like I said, I'm not big on eliminations, so I don't really look for those. But I mean, if one falls in my lap, then hey, I'll go. That's fine. But once again, I can't find me a freaking AR that's good, that I like. There we go. It's not like I'm gonna be able to do anything with it, you know. But that still freaks me out. It's still weird that that person was like that. Get out of my game, kid. Always wanted to say that. Because I'm sure that's what they tell me every time they eliminate me, you know. Get out of my game, kid. Even though I'm not a kid, but I play like one. And I can't even really say that because there's a lot of kids out there who play way better than I can ever play. Got one elimination. There's 5 people left besides me. Who's gonna be the lucky person? Who's gonna be the lucky person that gets to take me out? Okay, Bumpy Bay, huh? That's where it's gonna be. That's where the fight's gonna be. Bumpy Bay, huh? Bumpy Bay. Oh. Oopsie whoopsies. Gotta go back over here. Guess I can stay right here for a minute. I got a little bit of shield from these stairs. Not much right here if somebody was to see me here. Somebody landed over here. I heard them. I gotta go up here. It's a 1v1. He's going to win. He has the high ground. So all I'm doing is delaying the inevitable, especially with my loadout. I have no movement, no nothing. Yes, he's got the blade of woe, so, or the whatever that blade is, right? Yeah, there's nothing I can do. So, anyways, that's going to be it, guys. Thank you for checking out the stream, and y'all have a great day.